All right. So today I want to cover the discussion questions um, for week number 3. Okay, so I created it's kind of the same type of problem, but I created a different scenario. Okay, but you should be able to replicate um, this problem that I'm gonna do with what you have in your discussion problem. Okay, all right. So I'm not gonna go through all of them. I'm just gonna go through an explanation, and then uh, you can do that on your own. All right. So here's the problem. You can rent academic books at a local bookstore for $5 each, right? Amazon offers a flat fee of $18 per month for as many books rentals as you wish. How many books do you need to rent to make the online rental a better buy? And so there's two different situations, right? So at a local bookstore, you can rent a book for $5 each. So if you if you're getting a rental for one book, you pay $5, two books, 10, and so on. Amazon offers a flat fee of $18 for as many books as you wish. So it's just a flat fee. So whether you have one book, 10 books, 20 books, 1 million books, it doesn't matter. Per month is going to be $18. Okay? So now we have to express those situations as a mathematical equation or function. Okay, so we need two equations, right? One that represents the $5 for each book that you're renting, and then one that represents the $18. Okay, so let's think about it. All right, so if I'm let's so for this first situation, so the first situation is you can rent an academic books at a local bookstore for $5 each, right? So let's label books, number of books, as X, for example, okay? Which means that if I have one book, there's gonna be 5, two books, 10, three books, 15, and so on. So basically you're getting a multiplication here. So what kind of model will I create for that type of equation for the first situation? So basically it's going to be a function. Usually for a linear function is y is equal to, right, ax plus b, right? Right, so that's one way of modeling an equation. So let's forget about the b. But basically the simplest situation would be this, right? So here the x here represent the number of books, right? That's the independent part of the equation, right? Everything, uh, this is the y will be dependent on the number of books that's happening. So this will be the final price, right? Oops, I don't know how to. So final price will be this. X will be the number of books, and A will be, right, the magnitude at which, uh, you know, the magnitude meaning the price of each book, right? So price of the book. Okay? So basically, your equation should be y equal to 5 times x. That's what's going to determine uh, the price of the rentals for that month, right? So for 1 month, you get y. If you get 2 books, you get $10, 5 books, 25, and so on for that month. Okay, so that's how you're going to determine that. Now, that's the first equation, right? Simple enough. Now, the second equation is a little bit harder because now it does not matter how many books. So you're not concerned about the number of books that you're getting, because you can take an unlimited amount of books, right? So you have nothing that is independent, right? So Y is not dependent on the number of books because the number of books is unlimited, right? So basically all I know is that my flat fee is $18. So it's a flat fee. So Y, which is the final price, is always equal to 18. And you notice there's no X. I don't need to put an X because it's always going to be, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 1 million books, it's always going to be 18. Okay? So you have two equations. Now, based on what you've learned in your textbook, now you have to graph this, right? And you have to graph this. Okay? So you have a y-axis, and you have an x-axis or y-axis, and an x-axis. And then you're going to represent y equals 5x. You should know how to do that by now. Okay? If not, then you check your books and you graph it. So I'm just going to give you, I'm not going to graph y equals 5x, but it's going to be a linear function, right? It's going to be a straight line, slanted, right? And it should be something like this, right? Well, it should go at the origin here, I'm sorry, but it should be something like this, right? And I'm assuming this is y equals 5x, right? So I'm just making up, I'm just drawing something. But that's how y equals 5x should look like. Then you have y equals 18. We know 18 is a flat fee. So if it's a flat fee, that means that that line that's going to represent y equals 18 should be a horizontal line. Okay? So somewhere here, it's going to be a horizontal line. And these two is going to cross at some point, right? And this is how you're going to answer based on the result of your graph. How many DVDs do you need to rent to make the online rental a better buy, right? So how do you know that? Well, the x-axis represent the number of DVDs, not DVDs, I'm sorry, of books. I forgot to change that. And here you will have the final price, or the price. Okay, so the price will be 18 here, and then here for each, so for example, for one book it'll be 5, 2 books 10, 3 books 15, and so on, and they're going to meet a certain price, right? So this is made up. You're going to have to do that work and be accurate and find out that point where the number of books is going to meet that common price of $18. And then you have to determine when is the online buy or the online rental is more beneficial than the bookstore. Okay? And that's it.